There's I was talking the other day about traveling, and there's so much that happened when I was backpacking solo that, like, if I started telling you the stories, you probably couldn't believe it. And if at some point those get corroborated, cool. We'll see what happens. There's another entertainer I met when I was working at Buck's T4 Lodge, Gallatin Gateway, Big Sky, Montana. I love that place. I left, I feel like I left a part of myself that was really broken in the mountains somewhere. And, man, I felt really at home. Like, there's something, it's kind of like seeing a train up close, but like just sitting at the foot of a mountain with all that mass just right there is just so humbling. And for me, just it brings that awe, kind of like when you stare into fire, or you look at the Grand Canyon, or just something natural, or you go to like, if you see the Camp Verde hot springs at night, or San Gregorio Bay, there's just so much natural beauty in the world that really just makes life special. So I liked Montana. I remember I met a few people. There's this go-go dancer named Emma Lean, and she was sweet, good person. I liked her. She had a friend named Brooke Leanne Summer. I've ran into her, I'm pretty sure, just traveling on the road. Like, you're like, I'm pretty sure I've ran into you before. But if you spend a lot of times on buses, or just being a hippie or a dirty kid, that's normal. The world isn't as big as you think it is once you start getting out there. It's huge. But, it's kind of like getting older. You have a broader perspective and more insight. And I remember another friend I met out there, Juan Cruz, cool guy. Believe he was from Spain, or what have you, whatever. He was a white guy who spoke Spanish from another country. We were climbing up the mountain with a guy named Hummus, a dark complexioned fellow, and some other hippies, and I was like, all right, but just so you know, we're going up the mountain, but if I decide to go off on my own, we're separate. I do my own thing. And we got pretty close to the top, and, we're not like rock climbing it. We're like up and, finding our way up, you know what I mean? It started raining, and I was like, I was a thrill seeker, and I started trying to climb the rocks to the very top, and they're just like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm just like, really, really fucking annoyed. Let me do stupid shit. Sorry about your luck. If I fall and die, that's what I was out there for. But I got really annoyed, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to just slide down this mountain. And so I'm just leaning back, fucking sending boulders down. Don't be that asshole. Don't knock down a bunch of slag and ruin, the peaks and the structure of what's there. Just let it happen naturally. Don't be that guy. But at some point, it started to level off, and I was just sliding down the mountain on my boots. And I just felt so alive. Like, if there was ever a moment where I felt like my spirit was totally free, it was that moment. I just felt like I could fly, I remember at one point I'm sliding down, and then there's like this slight, I wouldn't say it was like a cliff, it was only like 4 feet, but just like, and I somehow managed to get back on my feet and just slide right down, and then it was a fun time. And right across the street from that lodge I was working at, it was a hotel restaurant. There's the Gallatin River, and it's so beautiful. It's so clean. It's like the cleanest natural water in the country, I'm pretty sure. And more information, Gallatin was the name of the guy who, when Lewis and Clark first started exploring the America, the continent, once they got over here, like, he was the guy signing the checks. And I used to love doing cold plunges in that water. It was just deep enough that I could submerge myself, hold my hands on the bottom and hold myself. But one time I sat in there for like 20 minutes, just, trying to fight the current. And, man, I could not get my body temperature up. And I went and looked it up. It was like 50 degrees, the water. And I just spent like a whole day like shaking. I don't know if I had hyperthermia or some shit, but I had a lot of good times in Montana. I lived in a teepee for a while outside of the resort. Actually, I took some no trespassing signs from, they had like a rodeo grandstand, and I just made a floor with one, and then I put two together and then leaned one up against the back, and I'm like, hopefully I get a job before someone gets pissed off. And